What up, guys? Grumpy Jeff here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are doing Balthus Drauglord, a new champion. I'm really excited about the champion. I love his kit. I love his look here. If we can just kind of spin him around with the cool, like, pulsating shields. And definitely I like the little skull behind this little gladiator mask back there. The rib cage poking through. Really, really cool looking champ altogether. As you can see, I got him out in some relatively decent gear. I didn't overkit him. He doesn't need it. I got his crit rate pretty high, although we are going to miss here and there. Just because, hey, they're trying to throw this together as fast as I could so I can get it out there with the new champ. With him coming up this weekend in, I believe, the Champion Chase tournament, he is the hero prize. If you're not going to be going for the fusion, I think this is one of those heroes you probably want to get anyways. As for his skills, you'll do the quick review. You know, he's got his A1, 30% chance of placing a 50% decrease debuff, decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Got that up to 40%. The Doom Wheels attacks all enemies, big, has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decrease crit rate debuff for 2 turns. That can be huge. That can be huge at all kinds of places. So you really want to make sure you have your accuracy just through the roof on this guy, just so he can hit the cross affinity. You know, you want to be able to lay that down on magics for the mixed. Like if you're doing the standard potion keeps and you want to stop the magic guys as well from having that crit rate, it'll really help you. Then he has his A3, attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing provoke debuff for 2 turns, 2-turn provoke, which is nice, which is going to make him just a beast against the Magma Dragon. He also heals 20% of their max HP. Now, that's a little bit weird wording, and the way I'm seeing is he gets 20%, which doesn't make any sense. 20% of their would be the target's HP. Now, if he gets 20% of the target's HP, that's an insane amount. If he gets 20% of their in so much as his, then that's also pretty good because he has a pretty high HP tolerance there. And then a nice little add-on, his passive, the Enchanted Shields, level 1, reflects 30% of the damage this champion receives back to the attacker. So, I mean, that makes him Fire Knight capable. That makes him just a beast overall. And then I like using a bait hero. He might end up being my favorite bait hero out there with this going for all of your magic levels. So we're going to see him in action. He has a Faction Crypt aura, which is pretty cool. I wish I could show you Faction Crypts. It didn't pop today, so maybe another time. Masteries, I did kit him all the way out. We went all the way out, got the crit rate, got some more crit damage. Went ahead and got this guy here, and then we got the plus accuracy. That's really what I was going for, and the chance to elongate his crit rate stuff. Obviously, his provoke won't be affected by these two. But his decreased crit rate will. So that's kind of what we went for there. So we're going to go ahead and jump into one of these battles, and let's see. Alright, so I'm going to try him here with the negative affinity, and we're going against the Magma Dragon, see how we can do. Basically, just see how it provokes. It is a lower level Magma Dragon, so there we go. We got the provoke on there. So he gets hit, 1900. I'm guessing he can't bounce back any damage there. I didn't see. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention to that part. I was just watching the cool hit. But I'm liking this guy so far. Yeah, that's right. After just 1 hit, I like him. Alright, we'll decrease crit rate. Boom. 0 hit to him because it's hitting the shield. So, maybe not pairing him with Chris if you want to get that extra rebound damage, but it's a solid provoke. 2 turns is huge. Such a huge deal to have against these guys. Plus, he just absorbed that hit. I think it barely affected him at all. That was just really kind of an amazing little hit he took there. We'll go ahead and just put this on auto because you guys don't need to see all this silliness. See if we can get another provoke back up there. Slam it down. There you go, another provoke. Alright, killed him. There you go. Alright, we're going to take him over to the dragon, see how he does over there against another negative affinity. Here we go with him getting his negative affinities down. I didn't build him for damage on this one. This is really just more of a see what he can do type situation. when it comes to being a bait guy, because I really think he's going to be a really decent hero for getting everyone just kind of baited in and throwing some of that damage back. So we're going to wait, slow it down a little bit so they can get their attacks on him, because he's going to be their target. Maybe not. He got really weak, so let's go ahead and bait that guy. Missed. Come on now. You know you want to hit him. He's dead. Now you're going to come after him. Wrong affinity. Come on, guys. Alright, I'll just crack through. Get to the next level. Come on. Whew. Guess they're avoiding him. His defense must be way too high. Which is fine. If he's surviving through all that stuff, that's all that matters. Wow, they're even going to the negative affinity here. That's kind of crazy. That's how much they fear this little guy. There we go. Cracking back, some big hits. Taking a lot of hits there, too. That's what you want to see. They don't want to see him taking a lot of hits, obviously, but you want to see him handling them. Boom, killed the guy right off the bat. That 30% coming back at him, in my mind, is huge. You know, because especially in the wrong affinity. You get them to attack you. Look at that. It was about 5,000 damage you just did for doing nothing. Yeah, you're taking, you know, damage whatsoever, but it doesn't matter because you're throwing 30% of it back on him. So boom, he's going to start hitting these guys. Oh, well, they wiped him out. But that's because I built a bad team with no reviver. But, I mean, that's still incredible. I think that's an amazing, amazing talent he has to just throw that damage back. Alright, I built a bad team, so we'll go ahead and skip through all this. Alright, hopefully hit crit on here. I just want to see how his A2, the attack all enemy, does against the wrong affinity. We got the defense down, and we've got defense up on him, so we're going to see what he can do. That's not bad. 23,000, 16,000, took all their crit defense away. So now they have no crit rate, so they're not going to be whomping on your team. That's pretty impressive to be hitting that against the wrong affinity. Just makes me think he's just going to devastate Fire Knight people. And now he's throwing it back again. There's another 8,000 on that guy. And look, he just got 6,800 back in health, so he's completely and fully healed. If you just wanted to make this guy just a monster, defense chest, defense boots, defense gloves, yeah, he's not going to crit rate and he's not going to hit, but if you accuracy up and you try and get around 50 to 60% crit rate, or you have a crit rate aura champion, then you can turn him into a real monster, soaking up a ton of damage, really just kind of laying it out there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and test some stuff against the dragon. I will skip ahead there. Alright, here we go. We got the A2 coming directly against the dragon now. See how it hits. 20,000. I'm not disappointed with that. I don't think you can decrease his crit rate there. So I want to see also how much health he's going to get when he attacks the dragon. Or how much he fires back on the dragon. So look at that. 32,000 just getting hit. So, I mean, yeah, he only hit for 20,000, but then he throws back 32,000 at the dragon. Bad affinity, so it's actually working in his favor. The wrong affinity works in his favor, and I love that. Now we're going to go ahead and see how much health he gets on his A3 after attacking the dragon. Hopefully it's a strong hit. 6,800. So I'm guessing it's 20% of his health. It's been 6,800 consistently across the whole thing. Alright, we're going to jump over to Fire Knight next. Alright guys, before I show you how hard his A3 hits on a single target when we're doing Provoke, I will say the 32,000 he got on the reflect damage did have to do with Giant Slayer ability. Just wanted to get that out there before someone goes on thinking he gets 32,000 just off his reflect damage. That's obviously just a percentage of the damage he receives. He did not receive that much damage. He would have been wiped out if that was 30%. 100,000, yeah, he would have been toast. Alright, anyways, moving on. So here's the A3, and we're going to lay a Provoke down and see how much this one hits. 47,000. That's huge. I mean, obviously you're not trying to destroy somebody with a Provoke, but I like it. I'm a huge fan of that. I'll take that all day. And we're going to go ahead and set up the A2 on the next wave. I'll jump to that. Alright, here we are. On the next wave, we are going to hit the A2 here on this entire thing. You got defense down. I have increased defense, and we have increased crit damage. So we're going to go ahead and watch how hard this guy hits. Boom. So mid-20s to high 30s is what I'm looking like there. Obviously, I could really max him out. Remember, his crit damage isn't like super mega high. I believe it was just over like 120. So, I mean, if you got him up to 200, you could probably lay down conservatively somewhere between 40 to 80. Just to give a, I know it's a large window, but it also depends on your town hall and everything else. But he's just a hitter. He's just going to sit there, take it, dish it back. I mean, especially against the wrong affinity, he's just whomping on him now. So here we go against the Fire Knight. We're just going to go ahead and roll this one and see how everyone does. Yeah, debuff blocked. I'm not sure I have the right team for this when it comes to just leveling enough hits. Beat him up for next turn. Just barely. Put him to sleep. Nah, not gonna happen. So there's the reflect damage. It does not take any turn meter away. That's unfortunate. I was not turn meter. I needed a shield count. So it's not like one you'd cast. Unfortunately, it's just regular old damage. I was really kind of hoping that it would be exactly like basically when you do your regular attacks, or you put the counter reflect damage buff on them so it counts as a hit. This does not, which is just disappointing. It's a little disappointing, but you know, whatever. Put this down, see how much health he can get off. Make sure it's the 6805. Yeah, 6805. That other little bit of health has to do with, hell, I don't know, something. Thought maybe I had leech out there. Probably just that ability. First hit or something. Put it on auto. You don't need to see all that. We're going to go ahead and jump to Ice Golem, and then they'll... actually, you know what? We're not going to Ice Golem. You know he's going to do well on Ice Golem. He's going to take it. He's going to hit it. He's going to throw it back. All that wonderful stuff. Reflect damage. We're going to take it to the arena. See how we can do with that. The delete crit rate 30%. Debuff crit rate 30%. Excuse me. All over the place today.